What's up, guys? I lifted my lifted truck.
Perfect.
We're finally getting a chance to check out the lift on this truck. Unfortunately, it's been really windy, so I've been having to postpone getting the footage for this. So today, that's why we're in the garage, because it's super windy here in Utah. Now, with that being said, I want you guys to see something really quickly. Should you buy this lift kit? So, I don't know how else to put it. You see that right there? You see those angles? Look at the tie rod right there. And you guys see the CV axle. I'm gonna be showing you guys some footage on a 2026 GMC Sierra AT4X. You're gonna see that the angles are a little bit more aggressive than what you're seeing here. This is better than factory. The reason why I picked McGaughys, and at the time I didn't even know this, was for the track width gain that you get with other kits. So you guys see how that bolt is pretty much in line with that one? Some aftermarket kits will give you this cross member with this bolt slightly off to the side here. And what that does is that pushes out your front wheels. So I have these foundation wheels I got for my truck. These are 18 by 9s, and I went with a plus 19 offset. So plus 19 is going to pull it out to be about flush with the fender flares, right? Sometimes people want a 0 or a negative where it pulls it all the way out. I am not a fan of that look. That's just me. It looks cool, but I like more of that factory design. So that's why I went with this plus 19. Now, if I went with the lift kit that increased the track width, that potentially could push this front wheel out enough to where I would have to run a spacer out back to match what is going on at the front. I've seen a few kits online already. One of them is a major player that does not give you the factory track width basically here. So that's a big reason to go with McGaughys kit. The one thing I want you guys to understand about my ride, because we're gonna go take the truck for a quick drive, and I'm gonna have my wife give her impressions. You guys see how my angles are better than factory. You'll see that in the next video that I do. I gained more droop travel, which means my truck is going to ride better. You guys see they do an upgraded steer knuckle, which every lift kit does, right? Also, you guys see they changed the position of this bolt. So what you have to understand is, in order for the manufacturer to lift the truck on an independent front suspension, this bolt will have to come down about 2 inches, right? That will actually effectively give you a 2-inch lift. This is the same position as the regular trucks from the factory. All GM did for the ZR2 and AT4X trucks was redesign the upper and lower control arms. They did do some enhancements to the steer knuckle, and they did add some diff mounts to drop down this diff to help with the angles. Now, even still, the truck does ride a little stiff because you have less droop travel compared to a regular Denali truck. So if you're looking at a 2500 Denali, that truck does not have the 2-inch lift that these AT4X and ZR2 trucks have. And with that, these trucks ride a little stiffer because of that. I always thought it was the stiffer tire, but no, it's because the angles that you'll see on that truck I reviewed against mine has a little bit of angle in them. So yes, you have less droop travel, which means
is going to ride a little stiffer. That's why my truck will ride better than a factory Denali truck. And I'm gonna get one of my friends. He has exact truck like me. I think we're gonna get together next week and we're gonna compare the ride of these trucks. But yes, that's why this truck is gonna ride slightly better than the factory. Now you guys see, let's talk about quality.
What I like about McGaughys is their quality of their kits speak for themselves. I have a video coming really soon, which is going to detail pretty much from start to finish. I would say most of the process I got from start to finish these lift kits. And what I'll tell you is made in America and pride in their product. You'll see that. But here's something that will never stick out about McGaughys. You guys see my CV axle. A lot of you guys were like, man, why is your truck so rusted? And I was like, well, unfortunately, GM didn't coat this metal. So it gets rusted within a few thousand miles. And so when you buy a McGaughys lift kit, one of the recommendations that they give installers that have their kits, because you can't just go and buy a kit from McGaughys. I didn't know that at the time. Nick Vasquez told me that and I was shocked. But yeah, you can't go and buy their kit. So any of their installers are recommended to paint these axles, right? That way it looks nice with their kit. It's not their fault that GM didn't coat these pieces of their system. It just so happens that it doesn't really affect the performance. It just looks terrible, right? So that's one thing I will say about McGaughys. They care about from start to finish. Even if they're not getting paid, they still want you to be happy with their kit, but they also want your truck to look good sporting their kit too. So it's just the small details like that that you would never know, because a couple guys in the comment section said, man, I wish, when they saw my last video when we were painting it, they said, man, I wish that my kit, when I got installed, I wish that they did this too. But no one else is really talking about this because it's not a big deal, and McGaughys cares about these details. Now, I could give you guys my impressions on how great the truck rides on the pavement, but I'll leave that for my wife. But here's where it really matters at, right here. When you're going off-road, right, you want to be able to have great control. And I will say, oh my gosh, this is way better than the factory was. Like, this truck rode so terrible. Oh my gosh, like, you guys can probably tell in my voice, right, that I'm not jumping up in my seat. Wow, I'm actually really shocked by that. They're doing a little bit of construction out there. But yeah, this actually performed a lot better than I expected. I did not know what to expect, actually. I was just like, hopefully it's better, but if not, something to think about. But yeah, like going off-road, I mean, this road is not really that bad. Well, I guess it is a little bad, but my goodness, like, this truck rides a lot better than it did. I have to do this again with a factory truck. I've gone off-road before in the past with my AT4X, and it kind of threw me around in the seat. But this was a lot better with this McGaughys kit. I'm actually a little shocked by that. So this is just take two. I wanted to show you guys at least 30, 40 miles an hour off-road. This road's a little bit better. Some of these roads are really bad, and I don't want to destroy my tires. But yeah, we're going 26 miles an hour, and this is actually pretty good. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. Here we go. Man, this is so good. I'm actually really shocked at how well this is actually performing, guys. This is really good. Oh my goodness. We're going 40. We're actually going like 2 mile an hour faster than what my speedometer is saying, but yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. A little shocked though that this truck, okay, I can't see at the very top here, so hold on. That's a steep grade, so let's see. This is, well, it's not that steep. It's only 10 degrees. It's not too bad. 10 degrees, 11 degrees at the steepest, but sometimes there's people on side-by-sides on this road, so I gotta be careful. I don't wanna slam into somebody because that would not be good. Yeah, this is performing great. Going 40 miles an hour right now. Yeah. Now, a little bit of this is the tires too now. So, you know, again, depending on your tires, it could be a little bit more bumpier, but I can have a conversation with you guys. No problem. And I'm still on the factory Multimatic shocks. So imagine if we got rid of those and got those M84s. I'm actually going almost the same speed as the people on the road over there. Wow. One of my favorite things about this lift kit is, yes, the AT4X ZR2 trucks already come from the factory with extra ride height, right? We get that. However, there's nothing wrong with a little bit more lift. And because this lift kit does fix some of the issues from the manufacturer, something you have to understand is this. If you ever find yourself going off-road, you guys can see I have my suspension stretched out. Like, you can clearly see my diff from this point of view. I mean, look out back. That is insane, okay? Because I added more droop travel, my wheels can now drop out even more so than they did and what the factory gave me. So in other words, if I did this with a stock truck, all four wheels would not be on the ground. Now, I did call Nick Vasquez because I want him to help me explain this a little bit, because I noticed, like, golly, like, look at this. Look at how much clearance I still have, guys. Look at that. And when you turn up the torsion keys, you lose a lot of the travel in the suspension, which is what we call droop travel. And that's what's nice about lifting this truck, because I know most people are never going to go off-road like this. I get that. But the reality is, you might find yourself in a position where you might have to turn around on a dirt road, right? And you might need this articulation, right? I like to have all four tires on the ground to give me the best control if I'm going off-road. And what's crazy is I still have about an inch or so up front of articulation. However, what I'll tell you is these back tires ain't gonna let me go anymore, because I might rip off this mud flap right here. That's the negative thing about running 38, because GM decided to make these weird wheel wells. But regardless of it, here's the bump stops. You guys see I'm ways away from the bump stops on this side. Now I'm probably touching on that side, right? I'm touching on this side. That's what I would think, but I've already seen it. I'm still far away from the bump stops on this side, right? I can't see it. I mean, you guys can see on that side. But yeah, this kit is worth the coin. As I said, if you want your truck to be more functional, that's what you're gonna get here. And I will be honest with you, having all four tires on the ground, this was not possible with the factory suspension, especially with those 35-inch tall tires. If I were doing this with a factory truck, I'm willing to bet you one of these tires would be off the ground, maybe two potentially. Now let's go ahead and go down this grade. One negative thing about the GM trucks is the hood. It's really hard to see over it. So I definitely do recommend using like this downhill assist. You can change the speed of it. You can go a little bit faster. I can put it into 2 miles an hour right there. You know, and let's just say hypothetically real quick. Let's see something real quick. Let's just say you're on a trail and you have to go up over here, right? You're gonna need a little articulation to get up here, right? Especially if your back tire is still on the higher terrain. And that's what's nice about having more than enough suspension travel with these big trucks. I am really happy that I lifted this truck. And hopefully GM will do better in the future with their suspension, but I don't blame them if they don't, because as I've said in other videos, you will have to change the structure of the framing, right? And they're not going to do that. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I think that the McGaughys kit is worth the coin. If you have any questions, you can reach out to Nick Vasquez, you can reach out to their sales team. They all have a wealth of knowledge, far more than I would ever have. But yeah, for me personally, going out here today, driving at 30-40 miles an hour on a bumpy road, that was perfect for me, because I've done that in the past and the truck doesn't ride that great. So yeah, this really did show me just how great this truck performs off-road.